This is a man that I was criticized for saying should not be allowed to own an NFL team and should not be allowed to deal with things that we, public, has to pay for, which is things like NFL teams. I mean, this is not even borderline. This is not sending a signal. This is blatant. I'm going to do MSNBC today on this, and but I just want you to know, all of the sponsors, all of the people, Jim Gleiberg says the way we can work it all out is he can get a new position driving Miss Daisy. What do you think of Mr. Limbaugh?
You know what? Unfortunately, Reverend, it does not surprise me. What this should be, hopefully, and your efforts are going to be take lead in this, is we're exposing these folks who have incredible political power through the lens of entertainment. I mean, Rush Limbaugh's show is an entertainment show far more than it's a news show, but the danger of it masquerading as that is that it is extremely influential, and people believe him. They feel like he is a politician. They almost want him to be a politician. They trust him more. His audiences trust him more than they even trust their own elected officials. And this exposes a man who has consistently, over time, said some of the most egregious and prejudicial and racist things of anyone who has that kind of microphone. Our biggest story of 2010 on News One is a listing of the top 10 Rush Limbaugh racist quotes.
Really?
That's our number one story. And that's a story we actually put up in 2009. People continue to refer to it. We continue to update it, and the fact that this man, continues to build his audience, not only is still on the air, but builds his audience, should tell us where the kind of mind of many, many folks in this country are, and we have to hold him to not being allowed to do this, and it goes down to economics, it goes down to money. Reverend Sharpton, you've done this so many times in your path so far. His sponsors should not feel okay to support this man anymore.
No, the heat must be on the sponsors as well as those in the Congress. The Republican members of the Congress that host him at Republican events. Right. You got to remember now, he keynotes Republicans events. They ought to be called on this.
He is the de facto lead, in my mind, of the Republican Party. I mean, last Friday, you had Michael Steele on this show during the hour that I was here.
Right.
He in no way, guides the voice of the party. He doesn't reflect the identity or shape the identity of the party. Folks like Rush Limbaugh does right now to this day and has for many, many years. And so he's a leader. And so he's a leader we have to pay attention to. His ratings have gone up. I saw some loyalty ratings and some metrics of his show recently. And, the amount of fervor his audience has for him, they do feel like he's someone that whatever he asks them to do, they will do.